Our word of the week this week is a little complicated because it has two sort of distinct meanings. Let's take a look at our word of the week. It is in the verb form archo, but archo, if memory serves, only occurs once in the New Testament. Most of the occurrences of the verb form are in the middle voice and are archomai, it means I rule or I begin. That's weird, isn't it? I rule or I begin. The noun form is arche, and it means beginning or ruler. So arche signifies primacy. When it's talking about time, it's talking about the beginning. It refers to when something started. When it's talking about rank, when it's talking about people or structures, it refers to a leader, someone who's in the first position, first in power, first in place, or first in office, like the superior position. So our examples today are going to encompass both. Let's start out with beginnings, because that's a very fine place to start. So first up, John chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning, NRK, was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. So notice, NRK, in beginning, does not have the article, but we usually translate it as the beginning. The absence of the article here probably is telling us that we're not talking about a specific moment, we're talking about the time of the beginning, like when beginning was beginning. When everything was beginning, the Word already was. Pretty significant stuff. That reading is from the ESV with the Koine supplied, as is the rest of the readings for today, or as are the rest of the readings for today. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2, verse 13, which is a similar usage here. I am writing to you, fathers, because you know him who is from the beginning. And from the beginning here is aparches. So it's a shortened form of apo because arches begins with a vowel. So we drop the omicron from apo. And notice again the absence of the article. It's John mirroring John from John 1:1. At the time of the beginning, you know the one who was from the time of the beginning. Let's move on and start looking at rulers. First up is Luke 12:11. And when they bring you before the synagogues and the rulers and the authorities, do not be anxious about how you should defend yourself or what you should say. And rulers here is tas arkas, so it's a plural noun in the feminine. Tas arkas, rulers, the rulers. So next we're going to look at a verbal noun, otherwise known as a participle, and this is a very common way to describe people based on what they do. So next up we have 1 Corinthians 2 verse 8. None of the rulers, ton archon, the ones who rule or those who rule of this age understood this, for if they had, they would not have crucified the Lord of glory. So see, what the participle does is it takes the action and uses it to define the people. The ones ruling, those who rule. One more we're going to look at is describing Christ using the participle in the singular, not in the plural, like this previous one. And it's Revelation 1. It's in verse 5, but we're going to read 4 and 5. John, to the 7 churches that are in Asia, grace to you and peace from him who is, and who was, and who is to come, and from the 7 spirits who are before his throne, and from Jesus Christ, the faithful witness, the firstborn of the dead, and the ruler of kings on earth. And the ruler here is ho archon in the singular, the one who rules. Rules what? Kings on the earth. So Our word of the week, archo as the verb singular, archomai in the middle voice, which it's usually used as. It's frequently seen in the participle, like we just saw here, ho archon, the one who rules. And then when we get the noun, arche, and that is beginning, because it's talking about primacy, beginning when it's dealing with time, and ruling or ruler when it's dealing with position or place or power. So arche or archo, word of the week, great stuff. There are plenty of examples. Go out and look for some more and let me know what you think in the comments. Like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, and until next time, Karis Kaireni Humin, grace and peace to you.